Sometimes I'm thinking of a broken past. Then I swore then that our love would surely last. I hope you know you drive me insane. Is your love alive again? You've changed. You've changed. You've changed into a heart of stone. I leave. I leave. I leave. If you come back again.
So we're here in Octane, joined by Ben, who works here at Octane. He's the barista, kind of trainer, general dude who's on.
Does what needs to be done.
Known Ben for kind of it's about 12 months really, probably. I think he's like on the Twitter and stuff and on the blogs. But you're on coffee.
No. I stalk.
Okay.
I stalk on coffee. They don't like giving baristas accounts on coffee.
So Ben is kind of one of those guys who just kind of knew about and just do. And then in the end we got some bloke who we saw outside who.
Sorry, I just moved this stuff around there.
Oh yeah, what's that you have there then? Does that mean you're the 4th best barista in the world?
That's what it says here.
Oh man, you must be the
Facts don't lie.
Facts don't lie.
Just remember kids, blacks don't lie. No. So we're joined by Colin Harmon.
Colin Smugman Harmon.
Who 12 months ago knew jack shit about coffee, and 12 months on still knows jack shit about coffee.
Yeah. But managed to blag it anyway.
But has a trophy to fool people, so it's good.
Nice.
So why are we here?
Why are we here? Well, we came here, we followed the coffee, isn't that the whole plan?
Yeah.
I know we were saying this to you before, but we found this coffee. It's a matcha Camarca, living coffee. And conveniently enough, I'd won the Irish Barista Championships. So Steve had this coffee and we decided that coffee's going to do well. We might as well follow it. So the coffee got into a plane and we got on with it. And we came over here and we bought the coffee for dinner. We walked around the parks. We bought the coffee to the aquarium, Colin Museum.
It's good.
Yeah, you know, took them in at night and stuff. And then
And we're just going back to the airport. At the airport, did they ask the back if it packed itself?
Yeah, well,
They did.
The coffee brought us on the carry-on, so it was okay. And then, so the coffee went to the competition and blew everyone away. The coffee messed up its sick drink, though.
Did it?
Yeah.
Bad coffee.
Yeah.
Bad
An
coffee.
idiot. And so it's a great coffee, and we're all just glad to be part of it. Like, it's really good.
So going through kind of like the weekend as it started with the competition. So Friday we walked in to the main hall and went and did some practice stuff and set up. And
that was daunting, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Like it was really just walking into that arena, and I knew how big it was going to be, but it was like just taken back, and then it's like you're walking around the internet because you see all these familiar faces you never
That's been the biggest thing for me. It's just like walking around and seeing people who you just read about or you speak to on an email and just kind of see them really is kind of a little bit weird.
It is a little bit strange. Like I didn't really think Ben existed. I thought he was something like a fairy tale made up to scare children.
I only knew Colin from here over because of his Twitter picture, so I didn't even know what this eye looked like. This kind of like
It's way too cool to have.
but I knew this part of his neck very well, so
it was quite the part.
it was unmistakable.
But it was scary. I think the best thing was the WBC bar.
Oh, so cool.
That just completely. I hadn't made coffee in like 4 days, and then you know yourself, like just have to believe that I've lost it.
How do you do this again?
Yeah. So when I went on and did the bar with Raoul Guatemala, top guy, and
Seventh. He was 7th.
Wow, that's awesome.
15 points.
Oh, Jesus.
He
I actually took those 15 points off when he wasn't looking.
Sorry.
So do you know where the top 6 were? The order of the top 6 on?
No. I saw after the announcement, Brent Fortune had a list of from 7 down. I saw the row. There are actually about 3 or 4 producing countries in the top 15, I think. Could be wrong. Don't quote me on that.
Can't remember.
The list is
posting.
probably actually online right now.
There was a posting somewhere, so I can't really kind of claim. Oh, I know it, but there was something on about they reckon within the next 5 years of producing country will kind of do it.
Yeah.
Well, Rel's, he's good. And he knows his stuff, like he really is, yeah. But he can be down completely. He's just like, he was on in the morning, and I was coming on and the place was starting to fill up. I was just, this is going to be hard. And you get to see all these luminaries walking around. I was like, just the pressure hit me. I was like, you're not going anywhere. So I grabbed him, I was like, stay here. So I stayed on, I did shots for a while, then it kind of drifted into milk, and then it was killed. So it was nice and calm after that. And then
He's a really good guy.
it was good. I made the best thing was that the judges were coming around, they were calibrating. So I made good cops and terrible cops for all of them. And then I was like, oh, nobody died. It's fine. It's good. And then I was like, yeah, glad from here on in. So yeah,
So that was on Thursday.
yeah, Friday.
Because I was meant to be doing bar Thursday as well.
Oh yeah.
Because when we filled in the form, they said what days can you work, so I put Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they put me down for Thursday.
Nice.
Nice.
It's really quite difficult to do it from like 30,000 feet in the air, but
I probably could have done that. I'd say.
you can do everything then, can't you? Because you're the
control.
fourth best barista in the world.
Exactly.
Fourth, yeah, Germany fourth. But it's a Saturday. No, Friday was training day.
Yeah.
That was. I can't remember. Yeah, so we tasted the.
We were there most of the day, weren't we? Though? So it was weird because we just kind of hung around.
It's different because we knew the coffee so well. Even though we only had like 3 weeks with it, we knew the coffee really well. So we didn't really play with it that much. We knew, yeah, that's good. And it's like, once you know it's good, it's like, well, because of the anthem, you can just, up and down with the delta timer. It's like, yeah, that's the ballpark. We'll deal with it on the day. So that set their nerves. It was really good. It was a little sharp, but that's good because it was always a little sharp. The day before it was stellar, So that was. I think we went to bed, with easy minds that night.
Really early as well. Really early.
Did we?
Yeah. We were just in the hotel kicking around. So then Saturday, we turned up at 7:10, was it? Something like that?
Yeah, well, it was early all week, yeah.
7:10. So Dave's there, he won't come on. He looks like a very hungover monster.
Hi, Dave. Dave's wearing a dress.
That's good.
It's really spooky, those pigtails though.
But so we got in. Yeah, what time was I on? Saturday.
You were first on. That's right.
That was good, yeah.
11, was it 11? It was 11 o'clock.
Saturday was a good day because Willem was on and Mike Phillips was on, the Danish guy was on, and there was like, but it was a big crowd, and it was like, I think if somebody had said to me, the biggest loss I would have picked up, because then I didn't watch anybody before because I was too nervous.
Yeah.
But I could watch Willem, watch Mike afterwards, which I really wanted to do. I'm sad I missed Sammy both times.
Yeah, I did as
And
well.
I missed Carl Sarah as well. And
Carl Sawyer in the first round was. He snuck
such a
in.
good guy.
He snuck in like right. Raised his hand to 14:59, and everyone was like,
it went mental. I heard that.
"Hey, oh my gosh!" Because everyone was watching. It was like, "This is Carl Sawyer." I was like, "Is he going to go over?" Like, because he was pulling shots at like crazy late, and we were just like, everyone was just like, I was talking to Bob Garber, one of the judges, and I was like, "Is Carl about to go over?" And he didn't. He's the one among the best in the world for sure.
Can I just on a side note, there's people kind of going on about Carl Sarah and Sammy Piccolo and these guys, will they come back again and all that, but just for me, I think that it's really important that Carl Sarah and Sammy Piccolo and Mike Phillips and these people, that they come back and that they keep going, because coming to the competition and meeting people like that is what made it for me, and I think for a lot of people, and it's if they don't come back, the competition is at a complete loss. I think it's really important that they do come back, and it'd be great to see them in London.
I think so.
They've already done such a good job too of pushing everyone, like elevating the craft.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Mike Phillips splitting the shot.
Yeah.
I mean, we do that in training all the time, but like, I mean, pairing flavors with that.
Mike's amazing.
Unbelievable.
I don't think I've ever met such a humble guy.
Yeah,
Oh, he's such
so
a-
nice. He deserves a punch.
He's
in the
such a
face.
good guy.
Yeah, he's very true.
What's that all about?
It does make you quite sick when
Yeah.
he's that nice.
He's fooling no one.
He's such a good guy. Yeah.
He even gave me whiskey after your performance.
And Charles, his mate Charles, yeah. He was like, when I come back on a whiskey waiting and I roll my trolley back in and Charles bounding towards me, here you go. I was like, thanks, Clunk. Yeah.
So anyway, we jumped there. So Saturday, practice. I had the best ever cappuccino I think I've ever had in your practice.
It was good.
It was just stunning. It was just like, everything was good. You felt good.
Yeah.
We felt shit. We were not good, were we? It was the nerves on Saturday for me were just... thanks for knocking the table.
What?
Thanks for knocking the table. It's alright, it's okay.
That's fine.
It's okay. The nerves for me on Saturday, and I know for David on Saturday, they were just like... We were worse than you on Saturday, weren't we? Come on, it's okay. So, actually, you don't need me on. You want the 4th best barista in the world on, so come on, talk down.
Where did we get to?
We were talking about nerves.
This is John.
Yep.
John also worked here in Octane.
How's it going?
John's been a superstar with...
Absolute legend. We had to come in to make the creme anglaise, and I went up and I was like...
That was Friday, that was
Yeah.
right, that was Friday morning as well.
Friday
I missed
morning,
that.
and I came in and I was like, can I use your kitchen? And John was kind of looked at me really funny, and I was like, oh no, and he goes, yeah, of course you can. I was like, nice. So yeah.
Way to line out the door.
Yeah.
20 spros
Yeah.
in order. So
Octane is I think it's my favourite coffee shop.
It's my favourite coffee shop because I don't know any others that sell really good beer at night and really good coffee in the
but like
day.
it's really good press and really good espresso as well.
And it's just comfortable, and for me, without Octane as part of the week, it would have missed something a little bit, because it was a great place because you can come in and you can just see people from the industry in here who just wants to come and drink the coffee as well. And I mean, the coffees we've had have just been amazing. The beers I had last night were amazing as well.
Staff are a bit shabby, but you know,
Staff are shabby.
Shitty guys.
we're working on it. You can't do everything good.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, all we wanted to do was we knew that the WBC is probably never going to be in Atlanta again in our lifetimes. We were like,
Isn't it the second time in Atlanta for the show?
Second time.
First time for WBC.
First time
WBC, all these amazing baristas from all the world.
And me.
So we were like,
And the amazing roasters.
and also this guy Colin.
Don't forget the amazing roasters.
The amazing
I think
roasters
the
as
roasters
well.
were the best.
Yeah.
And the amazing hangovers.
The amazing hangover for trainers.
It's the chemists. Don't forget the chemists.
It's getting better. He's not grunting anymore. He's actually saying real words.
Making progress. So where
So
are we?
we were up to Saturday and nerves of performance, and you were just about to go on and be the first of the day. So
Yeah.
talk us through what happened on the performance.
Well, we were all high though. We were all really tense, weren't we?
I've never been that stressed at all about anything.
Yeah.
And it was, I don't know why, because I couldn't do anything. It was like, and you know, it was just investment, I guess, of the.
Sure, yeah.
It was.
We had in the Southeast regional here, we had 3 of our guys in the competing, and I was, this guy. I was walking in and out the whole time, like.
There's some good blog posts.
I can remember you.
Yeah, there's some good blog posts.
Nervous bit.
Yeah, and I'm sure I believe there's some good nervous
Oh, I
pictures
saw that
of you
one,
as
yeah.
well.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, we were smack
He's a
bang on the
mess. He
feet.
can't handle it.
Yeah.
We just apparently it's on the chat on the live feed. Somebody said I'd look like I'd given birth to a bag of Robusta. That's good. Which I thought was class. That was quality.
I didn't know we were using Robustas.
Yeah.
Vietnamese, it's good.
It's all the same, isn't it? Like milk and sugar. As
long as it's black.
Well, coffee's the same, isn't it? There's no differences.
A little chicory in there, it's good.
Especially in America.
So we,
Yep.
So yeah, we were competing Saturday, and you went up on stage
I did, didn't I?
and pressed a red star.
Yeah.
What happened next?
Well, I didn't start my prep time properly, so I pressed the button wrong.
Really?
Yeah, so she goes, I have it on the clock, so she was telling me how long it'd gone, and
I noticed that, because I was wondering, I noticed the clock wasn't going when you were setting up.
but then we kind of like, the way it kind of set it up, you know, a lot of people spend a lot of time dialing the shots in, but then I set up everything and I went to dial the shots in and pulled the shot, looked great, and I didn't even have to taste it because I just know the coffee so well. I just yeah, that's perfect.
Which
I
is
was so
amazing
happy.
because really, it's 3 weeks with this coffee.
But it's like what I do in work every day is like when it's busy, I'm just really slow because I'm all like, So like my Simon, who I work with, he does the milk and I do the shots. So I watch shots for a living pretty much, like when it's busy. So I know I can tell. You can tell. When the shot looks good, you go, that's going to be a good shot. So I was kind of like, don't push yourself out. That's good. Trust it. I know it's going to be good because I was watching shots all morning for you and Dave, and when I went, that's going to be good. You tasted it, was like, that's incredible. So I knew the coffee, and then so that was it. I was happy with that. We didn't make. There's no really mistakes in the setup or anything like that. But the grinder didn't work, but they gave me an extra minute. Yeah, the grinder wasn't plugged in. But Marcus Boney gave me gave me a minute. So but then the funny thing was when I went to start the time, I put my hand on the button. I was thinking, what's my first line? And I was like, I could not remember my first line. I just could not remember it.
And wait, didn't you step back?
Yeah,
and then
I pretended to look at something.
And you looked at you looked at some things. Yeah.
And I went back and I went, well, I'm sure if I press this button and turn around, it'll come to me. So I pressed the button, turned around, leap of faith. I went, good morning. I was like, that makes sense. Off he went, I know.
It is the morning, so.
And then
good.
I don't really remember much after that one. Kind of just flew by. Was there any real mistakes?
No. Every point
dripping.
was hit.
There was a lot of dripping.
And you were shaky. Your hands were a little shaky when you were doing the water.
Yeah,
I
had Dave Macon as one of my judges, and so at one stage I think it was the third cap, I'm not sure, but I poured. Actually, can I just explain this? Holding the cup like this isn't a mistake. This is what we call the baby pigeon. Okay, because like you want to hold the cup properly when you're pouring.
Sure, yeah.
So you hold the cup like you would a baby pigeon.
Yeah.
As you often do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, just the other day I was picking up baby pigeons.
So I was doing this.
Poured milk on top of it.
Poured the cap, and then I went like that. And I was thinking, I feel really good. I was like, looked down. I was like, that looks all right, And put the jug down, took the cup out of my hand. And I was like, I feel nice and calm. And then I was like, why is my hand doing that? But I looked up at Dave Bacon. He kind of looked at the cup, looked at me, and he kind of smiled. And was like, I know that feeling. And I was like, that's cool. It was all good after that.
You think, you could be the calmest person ever, and you think you won't have the shakes. But as soon as you hit that button, all of a sudden...
I don't think no one didn't shake at some point.
Yeah.
Even Mike Phillips shake.
Oh my God.
He had waves in his...
But he shaked in a really nice way.
Yeah. I told Emily Oak, I was walking on from the final, and I went over to Emily and I said, if my hand shakes, just tell everybody I'm retexturing the milk.
Yeah, there you go.
But,
so we hit about 8 minutes into the performance. You'd done the caps, you'd done your shots, and it was like that was meant to be 10 minutes in.
I flew through it. Absolutely flew through it.
That first one was just like, what's he going to do with the time?
Because I have the spare room in my house where I have the Aurelia. I have my
that was amazing.
They have my uncle came in and he built got tables and benches and built an exact replica of the stage, so that like exact same heights,
so awesome.
dimensions, everything. So I got to post some pictures actually, and but I always thought it was going to be bigger because it looks bigger on the stage. So it was really small and that was really cool. But in my practice, I'd always allowed more time to run up to that, the table that looked miles away, But I got there, it was really close. That was cool. So as a consequence, and because I was speaking faster than I wanted to, it was I was miles ahead.
Surely not. You didn't speak like, quicker than you meant to.
But it's I was miles ahead.
So being first up meant that we'd got 7 hours, 8 hours waiting. Was it? No, it felt like longer, but it was 11. It was an hour, 5, so 6.5 hours to wait.
Yeah. Well, I got to watch Gwilym and I got to watch Mike, and I was happy with that, and it was good.
Do you know how many I watched Saturday and Sunday? Just you.
Oh. Can we have a little moment?
Sure, yeah. You can lay.
So Saturday we wait until 5:30 and then the announcement.
Yeah.
So everybody gets called out up to the front.
We're standing at the back again.
So I must admit, I kind of, and this sounds really arrogant now, but I was really confident you were going to make top 6 right up until he announced the 4th one.
Yeah.
But which one are you?
I was called 5th.
Yeah. And he got to the 4th one, and honestly, I just suddenly thought, this isn't going to happen. And I'd heard who'd been called, so at that time you've got Hungary, Attila, then you've got Korea had been announced, then it was Gwilym.
Yeah, and then I was thinking Michael Carl Sarah, Sammy Piccolo.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it was it Sammy or was it Mike next? It was Mike.
Yeah.
And then he just
Same was called last.
I think he was.
Wow.
And it was just like, we're not going to make this. We're not going to do it. And the colour just drained. I was just like,
He was a wreck.
and I shouldn't have been.
Yeah.
So then we got announced. What was it like on the announcement? And we got announced to being the best
shock.
6 baristas in the world.
Just absolutely.
And some of the legends that weren't there, some of the guys who everybody said were cast irons to be there.
Gonna jump into work. Yeah.
And Colin, who's been in coffee.
John.
Yeah, only John.
He's actually working on that. I'm off until this afternoon.
Nice.
So,
Jump in there, Steve.
okay. So how does that feel being in when those kind of legends that everybody said were in there with less than a year in the industry?
It's so mental, isn't it? Like, I think I've got a great photograph, I've got to post it on my Flickr. It's me and Mike Phillips bending over things, signing posters. But you just can't. No.
People coming up to me and Dave, weren't they? Like, congratulations. It was like, you took jack shit. You know, he just turned up. You know, he went upstage and kind of went and, you know, but it was.
That's what my sister said to me afterwards. She goes, "Oh, you're so confident." And I was like, "Well, I'm not really that confident, really. I just tend to go up and do an impression of someone who's confident." That's kind of the way you get past it.
It worked.
So then, from that 5:30, explain the path from preparing to be.
Absolutely wrecked out. What did we do? We went and we had a big steak dinner.
Yeah.
Because we'd eaten the rubbish out.
We wouldn't leave the hotel just because we felt we shouldn't, really. It was like, you know, there was parties going on everywhere and stuff happening, and it was like, no, we need to stay focused. You know, a hangover will not help our nerves in the morning. And so we went out got back fairly early, didn't we?
Yeah, it was good though, because like there was probably absolutely no need to get up at 6 in the morning, but just doing it and meeting in the lobby was kind of like.
Do you know what I really liked? I kind of thought we were last on, but we were first in.
Yeah, that's which kind of, you know, shows that the other baristas didn't really care.
That's right.
I deserved it.
You wanted it more.
Yeah, they're probably like.
They wanted to sleep more. You wanted to win more.
That's it. Yeah.
So 6 o'clock on the morning, we stroll on. How are you feeling on Sunday morning? So morning of the finals, you found out that you're 6th on, straight after winning.
Yeah.
It's like a hot favourite.
Yeah, I don't know. It was I think on the day we were really calm. It was just a bit unnerving. We were laughing and joking and messing around. We had 3 hours practice time. And we ended up just making cappuccinos for the people setting up. So there's like a big crowd of people around. I was like, "Oh, you want a cappuccino?" And that was kind of.
Dave made his amplifier as well for his iPhone.
Oh yeah, that was
2
cool.
cups.
2 paper cups either
Put
side.
the iPhone in. So everybody's there really serious, kind of testing their shots, timing, and we're pissing ourselves laughing at this, and really kind of corny music playing in the background. It was fantastic.
Yeah, and we also we won the award for most tables at the World Barista Championship.
Yeah.
We just robbed tables. We had about 12 of them lined up together with all
As soon as he was named in the top 6, he changed.
Yeah.
Get me tables. Fetch me all of those tables. I need
I want one table for my Tamper. I want one table for my Tamper.
And people haven't even packed up and gone, and he was taking their tables off them. They were crying and upset that they weren't in the finals, ripping their tables up with their
Cold-hearted.
Oh yeah, you gotta be
Ruthless.
Yeah.
So we're pulling caps, we're dead relaxed, we're chilled, and then 1 o'clock comes and welcome to the 10th WBC.
Oh yeah, once they played that music and you could hear the crowd talking, it was like. Yeah, well, it kind of momentum built, you know. So that kind of went pretty quickly, everything was in place. But yeah, I don't know, I think it was really enjoyable, the final, like, there was no real pressure, and it was kind of like, just a matter of telling the other baristas that they were going to be shit. Yeah, tripping them up, smashing their glasses, things like that. But no, it was really good, everybody was in such a good mood, and we were just.
I could have told you 6th, guaranteed you 6th when you arrived here, but you took it.
Chess.
Had to be fourth. Had to be at least.
Fourth is credibility all over.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely would. But I think everybody was just so happy to have made the final. The pressure's off, and I think there's kind of that sense as well that like anything could happen. You could drop a joke, you could trip and fall and chill yourself on the judges' table,
which you had thoughts about.
Yeah. No, I had this nightmare twice.
God.
Where I forgot to make the second 2 cappuccinos.
Oh my god.
And I was thinking it's so easy to do. Imagine you did that. You come back with the 6 drinks and you're like, oh, you guys didn't get any caps, did you? So that didn't happen. But it was just really nice feeling, and it just kind of breezed into it and had a bit of fun.
How many people have come and shaken your hand during that top 6 day? How many came up and gave you a hug and kind of pat your back, shake your hand?
It was odd. People get their photograph taken of you.
That's really good. Because your butt's ugly, so I really wouldn't. Actually, that's perhaps why they have the photo took with you. Look, I'm not that bad. It's good.
Look at this guy. But the final round was it kind of started off badly but well at the same time, because I decided that I was talking about my espresso, so I turned around and I stopped brew, and then I thought, let's mix it up and start it again.
It's a new technique. Isn't that how you do double espressos at Coffee Angel?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, it's called re-infusion. Re-infusion. And so
you can get at least 3 or 4 shots out of one cup, though, can't you?
Sure. But I'd been over with James in the net before, and James had told me I think he did exactly the same thing one year.
He did in Burn.
Yeah, but
that was with my coffee as well.
He told me that he'd done it in his regionals as well, or he'd done it somewhere else. Because Annette was kind of like, how did you do that again? But he always said, if you pull a bad shot, like he goes, it's a long way to go. This is even before the Irish. It's a lot of work to do to serve someone bad coffee. So he said, if you've got time, that's what time's there for you. You'll make it up other ways. Just make sure you serve good coffee, and especially with the espresso.
Do you know, I kind of learned this way after, when you actually had to re-pull them. I thought you were going to lose points for wastage, because you've got more kind of waste there, and I was like, shit, and then that's going to affect the score. But I think that's really cool that it doesn't affect the score. I think that's really cool.
I don't know what to do with them. I put them on the side table.
I know, it's that.
Because if you did them in the shop, you'd serve it. So why should it be any different there? I watched you turn it off. This is the best part. You turn them off and you looked at the shots, and just for like 2 seconds I saw in your head, shall I serve them? I could see it. You went, no. And I was just like,
I have no excuses, because I don't know why I did it. I think maybe I saw the light was still on.
I think you may have been kind of processing in your head. Did that happen? Did that button get pressed twice? Did that? I
was thinking no as I was watching my fingers on it. Why did they do that?
Because I was panicking as you were pulling the shots, because you were talking to the judges, and I was going, shots, and you were talking, and you were exactly the same. We were both sitting there going, shots, and it was just like, I thought it was pulling too long, and you were talking, and you were in your flow, you were kind of like, yeah, and I was like, no. But so you rescued the mistake, which
but then
you told me you were perfect.
Like in retrospect, it's funny. It was kind of like it's no big deal, because you just give 2 shots and dealt with it, and that was fine. But in your head, you're going, oh my god, I've messed that up. So that kind of took the pressure off and released it away,
So you started the shots, and then how much time passed and you hit it again?
I think I stopped them pretty much. I think they were a little tall.
I think you pulled them long.
They were a little tall, and then just for good measure, I brewed it again. So the other 2 looked okay.
Yeah. So you served the 2 espressos and said, really sorry, made a mistake with my shots, and back to the machine. And I thought that was really, really cute the way you handled that.
Then when I went back with the second 2 shots afterwards, I was saying, I think I just actually quoted James Hoffman and just said that it's a long way to come to serve bad coffee. And put it down. So it doesn't sound like something I'd say anyway.
So, any mistakes in the rest of the performance?
The SIG drink, I think, is where I lost points. we use seaweed, and it's like people go seaweed, and it's like it's actually not that big. You can just use a tiny, like a stamp of it, like even less. And then when the judges said to me afterwards in my debrief that it tasted of seaweed, I just suddenly remembered that I put loads in, and I was like, it just really annoyed me because we were so careful with it in the semi-final, in the first round, and then I don't know what it was. I just relaxed too much in the final, and I can remember putting too much in and going, sure, I'll put a little bit more in. What will it do? And I forgot to be afraid of the seaweed because you have to be very careful with it, which is really disappointing because I really wanted to show people that it does bring that depth and richness to it, and you don't have to be afraid of it, you know.
I know when I saw the Sig drink, I was kind of a little bit sceptical. I was like, okay, I like the creme anglaise part a lot because I really like those fats and textures and the way that can change and develop the flavours. But the syrup was kind of going, no, I'm not sure why, you know. But when you did it on the Friday in the practice, I was like, okay, I can get this. Yeah. Oh, did I taste seaweed? No. It was very, very kind of just like minimal. You got this. It was almost like a little bit herbaceous kind of thing.
Yeah, well, I think the reasoning behind it
was a tiny bit of bitter on it, and it was quite a little bit drying, but not
that works well with the cream, you know, with kind of that kind of acidity in there. But I think the thing that the reasoning behind it was because like I don't like big caramel lattes and all that kind of stuff, you know. And I didn't want a Sig drink to be like that, you know. I wanted it just to be like.
You don't want a 16-ounce Sig drink?
I don't know.
They're really good. They're really good. Or you can instruct the judges to chug it. They have to.
But it's just something, just nudging it.
And you use scales.
I did use scales.
I think. I could be wrong. I think a trend has been started here.
Oh yeah.
I think you will see next year more scales.
I think it's good though, because especially in a drink that small. And it started off as a training tool. It kind of like, I wanted to get the proportions right. And I think I saw a picture of Mike Phillips doing the same with his Sig drink training somewhere. Like with scales, and I was thinking, oh, is he going to do the same thing? I want to be like mine. Yeah. But it was only always training, and then people kept going in and going, oh, cool scales. I was like, oh, that's not good. But yeah, I'm thinking about putting it in.
And so let me ask you, in this past year being a coffee person, have you found yourself on scale websites drooling over beautiful scales?
Yeah. Well,
and then thinking to yourself, what? So
the one we got was cool. Like I had one
really nice.
I had one
really
before,
nice.
but then I saw that one. It's like Knight Rider or something. You know?
Yeah.
It's really sensitive, has it?
It wasn't as good as your nut box, though. The nut box was definitely special.
Yeah, that box is nice. That was real.
You like the nut box?
That was good.
We all love the nut box. Did Kyle like the nut box?
Yes, Kyle liked the nut box.
It reminded me of a humidor almost.
Oh, it was fantastic. I mean, it was the best nut box you'd ever seen. It's the kind of nut box you'd want to show people.
Got extra points for that.
Just to explain the joke, he's kind of on Saturday when
I got a little bit excited. A little bit excited. Yeah.
I love you, Kyle.
And
my favourite colour's blue. My puppy died.
And I decided to give shout outs to everyone. And
I was feeling the love.
Yeah, and I just got carried away and I was really happy, and I was just like a kid in a toy store. And then for some reason I decided to run back behind the bar, grab my knockbox and come up and show it to Colin. I was like, look at my knockbox, isn't it beautiful? My uncle made it. And he was like, yeah, that's really nice, Colin. Moving on. Moving on swiftly, and I was there with my knockbox. And I go back over, the guys are like, yeah, you did great. What's with the knockbox? What were you doing?
It's good.
I do think we were quite uncool as a team, and we were quite.
It's like, loud. I got new socks, Kyle. Do you like my shoes? Yeah, that was pretty. I got excited.
So, fourth.
Next year?
How did you feel when the announcements were coming through? I mean, Willem, I think everybody agrees, is just an awesome champion.
Yeah,
you know,
he's a good guy.
I think it will be really refreshing for the WBC to have somebody so different as the champion.
Yeah. Sure, yeah.
I think the WBC don't know what they've done.
Yeah, I think
we'll find out.
He said to me yesterday, he goes, they want me to go to Origin. And I was like, oh, you're going to do that? He's like, no, who's going to move my boat?
Yeah. What do I want to go to Origin for? I've got to sell some coffee.
Yeah. He's got a job, you know, he's refreshing, you know. And the other thing is that he works off a cart, you know, and, you know, that's where it's at, you know. Walls and things are just ridiculous.
Let's say last year, right?
Yeah, nobody does that stuff, you know.
I think the problem for Gwilym is that he's got to go to work, because if he doesn't, then he loses his pitch, and it's not like
That's it. Yeah, that's it, yeah.
it's gone.
Yeah. But no, Gwilym is great, and he's just absolutely no pretense about him. And just he is what he is. And he's great. He'll be a great ambassador, you know. And he's into coffee.
He's a coffee guy. I mean, he's a coffee guy. But then you can't be at this level, I think, and not be a coffee guy.
This level,
the fourth place level.
yeah,
for
the
sure.
fourth place level, yeah.
Well, no, I'm really pleased with Gwilym, and I'm really pleased with James and Annette again.
Yeah.
Although it's again.
Yeah. And it was good as well to see like Hungary and South Korea. I mean, that
was really cool.
Yeah, you want to see more flags flying up there, you know. So
I mean, I don't think we can not talk about like Sammy. It's really disappointing for Sam, because he's so consistently good.
yeah,
You know?
and he's actually
and he was so
met him here on the
close.
first day. Remember the first day, and he's top guy. Really, he's time for everybody, and he's like he realizes that like him working the room and talking to everybody, like he's going to make everyone stay, and he's very aware of that, and he does make time for everyone, and he's a good guy, you know. He yeah, I don't know, he just a lot of time from there. He smashed all my cappuccino cups so that I couldn't drink, but we got new ones. And then he actually he stole my shoes as well, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He definitely stole your shoes.
Yeah.
and
He crunched up my beans and put them back in the bag as well.
But yeah, that made them better.
He's a top guy though.
That actually helped though.
Yeah, that dead arm, yeah, we'll forget about it. He's a good guy.
You know, he's a
But
really
Barista
cool
arm
guy.
as well.
Yeah. We've had to actually like protect his Barista arm all weekend as well. They can't do anything.
Sleep with it in a glass case. Incubator chamber.
And we've already talked about Mike, but Attila, he was the biggest surprise for me.
Yeah.
Great trainer in Fritz Storm.
Yeah.
Really nice guy.
He's really cool. He's just chuffed and just really happy. And
Sarah, my wife, texted me after his performance. The only one she texted me about, she didn't text me about you at all. But she texted me and just said, I love Attila. So I took it over to him. I said, look, this is my wife's just sent it through. And he was like, oh wow, that's really cool. And
he was a top guy. I'm sorry I didn't get to see him. Actually, I'm looking forward to seeing the video.
And I really like the Korean guy.
I didn't see him either. Actually.
I didn't see him. I only saw him, but he was just behind us on the table, wasn't he? And
he looks so professional.
He's so enthusiastic as well. He's just
got really good hair as well. I like good hair.
top points there.
So, yeah, fourth place, Barista party last night, and then we're going home today.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, so next year?
Yeah, next year.
Next year in London, yeah.
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 Already? Most people say you need like 2 or 3 days until you say I'm definitely doing it.
Well, I'm not most people, Steve.
I think it took me. I changed it about 20 minutes, so didn't I?
Yeah.
I went from 20 minutes.
changed.
He's changed. 20 minutes. I'm never doing a competition again. I'm never doing a competition again. There's next year, London. Okay, that's close.
Well, it means I can get a boat this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm really.
You're not going to get a lovely Ryanair.
What?
You're not going to get a lovely Ryanair.
No, metal
All those
should,
frills.
metal shouldn't fly.
Ryanair is an airline.
The cheap one.
That's the one. That's the one. And it's completely Irish as well.
Oh really? I didn't know it was Irish.
Owned by the Irish.
Because it's cheap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's it all up, I suppose.
Yeah, so anybody you want to shout out to kind of just, because I think Dave, he's just been, I've not realised until kind of this weekend and seen him set up, and he kind of knew where everything needs to be. I stood there kind of going, I want to put something somewhere, and he'd like, no, it goes there.
Is there a prize for best coach?
There should be anyway. Well, like, no, in fairness. The what? Oh yeah, to Marie and Alexander.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. You can have them back now. Yeah, no, definitely, because we stole them for a week, which is really great. But I mean,
And he's
people
really
are giving me
expensive.
lots of credit for doing this for like a year and then turned up and all that. Dave does all this in his spare time. He has a job. It's not in coffee, and I think like the palette that he has and the work that he does and the knowledge that he has is just incredible. So
And
it makes us all feel like
because of this experience, I've got to meet Dave, and kind of I've only ever spoken on email before, and for me, it's been one of the best things to come out of this weekend. Is I feel like I made a real friend. Although he says he won't speak to me again. But it's been cool, and I'm so impressed with your level of skill. Just amazing.
Can't believe
Just wasted.
Yeah, but you broke a cappuccino cup.
But I think you need to turn your back on medicine. Medicine doesn't need your coffee does.
Coffee is medicine.
Coffee is medicine.
That's how it is.
So what else are we going to share with you?
So boxes.
Nessa and Dunleary gave me all that lovely little trays and the glasses and all that.
Oh, they are beautiful. Some of the glassware. When we started unpacking it on the Friday, we're just like, that is beautiful. That is really
Jugs,
good.
they're cool. Carla Coffee Angel. Cheers, Carl. Thanks very much. All the work you did. Simon and Coffee Angel too. Who else did we get? I think Hasm Rose for the Tamper.
Yes.
Good people. And I'm trying to think who else. My Uncle Eddie for the knockbox. Did I talk about the knockbox?
It's a gorgeous knockbox.
It is a gorgeous knockbox.
You should talk about it more.
Yeah, I should. Terry, Espresso Parts, gave me a grinder.
Yeah, the anthem that everybody wanted as well. I mean, it was really hard. Some people were like, "Oh, I've got to use a K30s."
And when I tried to thank him, he was like embarrassed. He's like, "It's fine." It's like completely dismissive of
Terry is top-notch people.
Do you know, this weekend I've always loved it. I've liked the K30 a lot, but my love for the anthem has kind of grown over this weekend. Just so we've seen how it performs, and for you to get that from that really helped the performance.
And Octane, everyone Octane.
Yeah, the milk, the kitchen, all that.
Don't forget Danielle and Crystal and Josh and Tony. And don't forget anyone.
Diane was floating around Tony's wife. Everyone pushed in.
You might want to thank your girlfriend and your family as well, because
Hi Vaughn. Sorry about the whole thing.
I feel like I've become part of the family this weekend.
Yeah, my mum, my dad, and Ian and Jill, and Yvonne's been very patient. Boys and Walsh and Nelly as well. Posted me a skates, you know, and it's just
I love Univono Seminary. When he came off stage on the Saturday, he was like, I think we all know it's the best machine that's out there. Yeah, and I'd like to thank the sponsors.
I am.
They have been really good, haven't they? With the,
they're good guys, and Larry especially. That's pretty much it, I think. And thanks to everyone. Thanks for meeting everyone, and it was really great.
There's been a lot of supporters out there as well. We've been seeing on the Twitter, haven't we? And
TMC and boards.ie and all these guys, and it was really good. Everyone back home and watch the blog. It's better than Steve's. No, we were. I think we're. Yeah, it was a great week.
Really good.
Bring on London, I suppose.
I know. I kind of just want to say thank you for letting me be part of the experience and part of Team Ireland. It's been awesome. It's been really good. I know I got really quite emotional on Saturday about it all. I was like, oh, it's been brilliant, and I got.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, it's been good. It's been really good.
And
See you in London.
See you in London. Bye, Atlanta.
I'm still here.